one thing I wanted to make mention about this temple thing that just happened recently with David A. Bednar with the open house that they had for the Washington, D.C. temple when he was talking to the media. He said this. He said, let's see if I can get it here. Where did I have it? How did I just miss that?
We need to insert the Jeopardy music.
I have lost it. Here we go. Here we go. As soon as you got the Jeopardy going, I knew it. So David A. Bednar said this: as media gathered Monday, April the 18th of 2022 to see the newly renovated Washington, D.C. temple, Elder David A. Bednar did not focus on the temple's prominence nor structure. He told local and national media representatives gathered in the Temple Visitor Center, "We hope that what you'll learn today is not just about this building," which is what the people were focusing on when they were with Jeremiah. We're in the temple. We're in this structure, so we're safe. He says, "I hope you won't just focus about this building, how it was constructed and how it was renovated. For us, what is most important is how our hearts are changed as we learn about God and Jesus Christ, feel their love, and serve our brothers and sisters." So it's not about the building. It's about the ordinances and the covenants performed and received inside the temple that give us, make us change. And so these people were totally missing the forest for the trees as they stood there in the temple and said, "We're safe, we're good because we're standing here in this building." It means nothing, I
had a friend of mine growing up, and anytime we got to talking about religion a little bit, or maybe just the end of days or a catastrophe coming, he always talked about, and he wasn't really a church going individual, but he always said that the first place that he would go in the wake of a natural disaster was a church building. He was going to go to a church building because he knew that God would protect the church building.
Well, let me tell you this.
That's not necessarily the case.
That's what I was fixing to say. Think about this. It's actually a proven fact that it's not, because if you look in 3rd Nephi chapter 11, or a little before, as you read up to the part where Jesus Christ appears to the people, they all do travel to Bountiful because Bountiful is where the temple is. And by the way, there's a new Book of Mormon video out, and it's absolutely amazing. It's awesome. Book of Mormon Central has it. What am I trying to say? The Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, I guess, on their YouTube channel. Anyway, but I told my kids, I said, "Hey," I said, "this is something that I would probably do if there was total destruction around my home. Everything's leveled." I said, "I'm trying to get to a temple if I know it's close by." Actually, we're getting one in Jacksonville, so it's a little closer. Not quite. That's awesome. But what I'm getting to is that sure, this would be I think a thing that more righteous people would want to do, because not only did they know the temple was in Bountiful, but they knew the prophet was there. They knew Nephi was there. And so, I would probably try to go there too, especially if it was within walking distance. I would definitely start heading that way. And when they got there, though, the temple was partially destroyed. A lot of things were destroyed. And so, but it's a building. It's not, the building itself is not what we believe in. You know what I mean?
And plus, even if the building, the temples of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are high quality. They're not cheap buildings. These aren't just some,
look at Salt Lake City right now.
These are buildings that are made to last through the millennium, to withstand. These are, just like the old cathedrals and things that are built. But
absolutely.
But the thing is, that Jeremiah is talking to these people, I feel like they're missing the mark, because they're not there because they think, oh, if there's a storm, this is a good, strong building to be in. They're thinking, I'm righteous because I'm in here. And it reminds me, the old joke, like, dude, being in a garage doesn't make you a car. If you sleep in your garage, that doesn't make you a car.
It's true.
So just being in the temple doesn't necessarily make you righteous.
We used to have a garage band, so that just didn't make us a band either, just because it was in a garage. But no, it is true though. That's what they're doing. They're really trying to cover up. They're really trying to satisfy themselves. They're really trying to make themselves comfortable and feel good about sinning. Honestly, they're looking for excuses to sin. And if we can do this, So now I don't want people out there that are, struggling and they are maybe not living like they should, or they don't feel like they are, or whatever. I don't want people to think like, well, I'm not going to go to church then because I might smoke every day, but I go to church every Sunday. Well, great. Come on to church. I mean, that's absolutely wonderful. That's not what we're saying. These people were willfully rebelling, and they were just basically trying to use the temple as an excuse to continue to do evil things. So this is a whole nother thing altogether. Those that are struggling, and you go to church every Sunday and you still struggle during the week, keep coming to church. Keep coming to church.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's an important point to make in that.
So where else?
Because it's not necessarily about because you can have person A that's smoking and sinning and drinking on Saturday and coming to church on Sunday, and person
B
on
to church
just doing the same thing, but the Lord knows our hearts.
Right.
Absolutely. The Lord knows if your heart is sincere and you're trying to, and you love God and you're trying to become a better person, you're trying to grow closer to Him, or if you have no desire and you're just wanting to show up at church to try to,
pacify,
make yourself feel better, or make other, make yourself look better. In the
real intent. Real intent is the key. Real intent.
I think this point was made in conference. I may be wrong, but I think it was. If it wasn't in conference, it was something that I saw or read right before. But
I think it was too. Actually, I'm trying to think of the talk. It reminds me of a talk recently I've heard.
The difference there, that God sees a difference and recognizes a difference between rebellion and weakness.
Yes.
There is a difference, distinct difference between open rebellion against God and weaknesses that we succumb to.
Yep. Two totally different things. They really are.
Yeah.